We are back once again for another week. 6 weeks running. Yay! I'm Gemma, the total exposure visionary. And today we have ISN joining us. And we're going to be interviewing him for the whole episode.
Yes, like it.
Oh, hi everyone. Do you want to introduce yourselves?
Hi everyone, I'm Cindy, also known as Miss Chromes, and I am one of the event organisers of Total Exposure. Welcome, Jai.
Hey guys, my name's Jaisha. I'm one of the event managers here with Total Exposure based in Birmingham. So thank you once again for tuning in to Total Exposure for the Culture. If you guys are in the comments, please let us know that you're here by showing some love in the comments. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to Black Eyes TV 7 so you can see all notifications, and hit us up on social media, Total Exposure _Total _Exposure _ UK on Instagram, or send us an email, which is info@totalexposureuk.com, or find us on Facebook, because we're actually live on Facebook today. So head over to Facebook, which is also Exposure UK. Isaac from ISN. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
What's happening, people? Name's Isaac, CEO of ISN Network. Pretty much me.
What's a fun fact about you, Isaac? Come on.
A fun fact. I like to have fun. To be fair, so I like to be spontaneous. It can be various of things. Like, it could be, as long as there's probably some rare nephew about. That's
Rare nephew. Bring out
that drink. There's the truth. That drink. There's the truth.
It's the truth.
That right there just made my chest hurt.
That kills me, that drink. I'm all right with Mount Gay.
You're not drinking that drink right if it's hurting you, man. You ain't putting enough chase in there.
Wow. I don't know about Ray Nephew's a bit too strong for me. But
what's your
Have
drink
you seen?
now?
I'm a cocktails porn star martini type of girl, or at home a Desperado and cranberry.
Desperado, That's a bit light.
I don't drink.
Very.
You can catch me
I like
sipping
Mount Gay.
Pharrell.
You like what?
Mount Gay.
Oh, what's that Bayesian drink here?
Mm.
Yeah, I know about that drink still.
But I like the EXO. It's nicer.
Okay, I don't think I've had that one.
Mm.
So what are we saying, guys? How you guys been? How's your week been?
Have you seen what's been going on social media?
Oh,
I think we should. I think it's really right that we start talking about George. I think
yeah.
The
Right.
behavior of some people is just so disgusting.
Absolutely livid by that
And
video.
they expect us not to be outraged about it, which is it irks my nerves.
Have you seen the police outside the police officer's house? Have you seen that?
I've seen that, and I've also seen the police station being burnt down.
Wow. And I did
saw riots.
Riots. Yeah, riots.
It's a bit peak. So, I mean, it's only right, but I still think I think that anybody that considers themselves part of being against police brutality
Mhm.
on any ethnic group should really consider things like not burning down the police station. I think that what we should do would have been to have got this guy tried and tested for murder and actually have something that, you know, people can go against this guy in a courtroom and actually get some justice, because it may sound a bit harsh, but now that a police station's been burnt down, him going to prison is so much less likely. It takes away from George murder, man. And I just think that I wish he wasn't burned down. The police station wasn't burned down, believe it or not. And I just wish that everybody in that city or everybody around the world tried and tested a police officer, because they don't get tried and tested, and they never have to go to court. And he's now been fired by the police department, so he's now a normal civilian like me. So now we can actually, as a people, go and, you know, I can't remember, I don't know his name, but him versus the people of that state.
Yes.
And then, you know, that would have made more sense. That him going to prison would mean that police officers would have to think a lot differently about how they go about their business. But I think that burning the police station is all good and the riot and looting is great, but we need to find other ways of retaliating, because it just takes away from what we want, which is justice. And by burning a police station down, you know, I don't know.
There's no justice in that.
There's no justice in that.
The man is still walking.
That's what I thought from it. So I'm not really one of those people that's like, yeah, what police station got burnt down. I'm not. I'm more thinking it's a shame, because they're going to use that as an excuse to why they're just going to probably change his name, move his family, and that's the end of that.
And as well, with such a terrible act, we don't need more people dying or another reason for our name to be against something that's negative.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So yeah, our heart goes out to the family.
For sure.
And anyone who's actually been through, whether it's been recorded or not recorded. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bad, man.
Yeah. But on a lighter note for this week, did anyone see the Beanie Man and Bounty Killer virtual
epic?
I don't think there was any social distancing in that video.
No, there wasn't. I thought the same thing. No social.
There weren't no social distancing in that video. Still,
I made great entertainment.
They did.
I never saw it. I just saw bits and pieces on Instagram.
Did everyone see? Oh,
yeah,
I
so
couldn't stop with everyone making fun of Beanie Man's belly.
I can sympathize with Beanie Man on that one still. I can sympathize with him on that one.
People always like to be body shaming.
Beanie Man with big belly.
He's good.
Big belly's in anyway, man. This is big belly season.
It means that he's eating right.
Exactly.
Or too much. Or
He
too
can put
much.
his plate on his belly while he's eating. It's cool.
Yeah, definitely.
Every man's dream.
Definitely. Did you not watch the WizKid versus Vibes Cartel?
Vibes.
I missed that one.
I didn't watch that, you know.
Okay.
I didn't watch it.
I think it did make sense. Vibes is a legend, and you know, before WizKid took off, we was all skanking to Vibes Cartel anyway. So, but this thing, and even I'm African, I just think they're two different generations, and they all two different markets. They're just both legends in their own right.
Yeah,
and I like Vibes Cartel's response anyway, because he wasn't feeling it anyway.
What can he really do behind bars?
He was just saying, we're all one, so just play all the tunes, innit? Don't do this Africa versus this.
True.
People are Africans anyway. So then he put up a picture of people being hanged in America, and it was like, well, these people are Africans, so what are we? Yeah. We all know about the African versus Caribbean in the playground, boy.
Yeah. It's very true.
We all know about that. Boy. I mean, I was at the receiving end, but I know about that one.
Did you see the La Familia? did you see the La Familia send out for Steph London?
I did.
Do you know what? I've come across it. I think in music, hip hop, they tend to make girls go against each other, and I think it's dumb.
Yeah.
And I think that because girls are still a minority in like the rapping aspect of the bigger picture, I just think them coming together makes more sense. Women come together in R&B, other kind of genres. When it comes to like rapping, hip hop, they do the same thing they do with the brothers, with the sisters, which is just, oh, I'm the biggest bitch, or I'm the biggest guy. Look at this. I got the best car, or I got the biggest tits, or I got the biggest bum. I just think that all of that is unnecessary. Like, I want to advance,
when you
innit?
reach a peak in your career, there's always someone coming to take your place.
But do you think when you say
like
that,
it should all be level?
but when you say that, do you think that Steph's peaked?
No,
but she's at a certain standard where people are sending for her now.
but I feel like it's a way in order to get her name further out there.
Who's that, the La Familia girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you're right. I agree that that's what she thinks she has to do. But whenever somebody sends for someone who's much bigger than them, I just feel like your music then isn't doing anything, because I should just like you off the merit. Like, I don't recall Steph London cussing any girls to got where she got to. She had a big track. She had a good build up. She had a good buzz. She did that hit song with French Montana. And she bagged the Burner Boy as well. So she's relevant for life, or for as long as he's relevant too. So
are you saying she's relevant for life because she bagged Burner Boy?
yeah, I think she'll always have the opportunity to be relevant. For as long as Burner's relevant, she's fine.
A high profile relationship, basically.
Yeah, but so what does that mean if they ever split, that she's not going to be relevant? Like,
well, if she continues in the way that she's going, like not releasing music, then yeah, I think a breakup will definitely have an impact. But no, bad publicity can still be good publicity. So their breakup could still help her, redefine herself, and then maybe say if she wants to do something else, maybe say I don't know. But I think with her being with Burna Boy, she enables herself to stay relevant all the time. Because I don't know if you was watching the Wizkid versus Vybz Kartel. A lot of people were just laughing at the back and forth jokes that the mum was having with Steph. And she was obviously Vybz Kartel, but then obviously the mum's like, you're now Nigerian, you're now African. Do you know what I mean? So she was able to stay relevant even though she hasn't released any music. And that's just socially online, just of the banter. But you got a Caribbean person and an African person together in a relationship. So I think she was always going to stay relevant. He's very relevant right now.
So in regards to your journey, tell us a little bit about your background and how you got into what it is that you do.
It starts back from probably about 2010. I had another company that I was co-working on, and it was called MBT Media at the time. We did quite a lot of influential stuff during that period of time. That's the age of like Sneak Bowl, Johnny Guns. I should remember a lot more. Like I ended up working with Stormzy along his journey along that way. There's a lot of like underground stuff that I did for a lot of artists now that are very popular. That's how it started. Initially, I used to rap as well. Prior to that, like I've got mixtapes online that I don't promote, but you can download them if you find them.
What would we find them under?
You see, you got to dig deep, man. You got a Wikipedia me, even though I'm not on there.
Where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, well, you can find it. You can find. I'm not. The thing is, I'll give you a hint. It's on a very popular mixtape website.
Okay, you heard it. Very popular mixtape website. You can find Isaac's music.
Yeah, that's you're gonna have to find hard anyway. But yeah, that's how that started.
Some people your old tag name.
Yeah, you can find it, boy. You know them names there that don't even get used. But yeah, we did that. Went over to New York, met Charlemagne just before he became a household name. Well, I think it was a household name because he already made Little Mama cry by then. So went over to New York, interviewed Charlemagne, went over to Sweden, made a lot of connections with a lot of artists now like Sabina Dumba, who's doing really well, I think, for Sony Atlantic now. Did a lot of stuff back over here in the UK as well. And yeah. Can you not hear me still?
Yeah,
can
we're just listening.
Oh, no, I went blank over here. So, you know, I don't, yeah,
We're
just a lot of,
listening.
like, stuff like Heady One and RV as well. Shot a lot of videos for them before they became who they are now. Gemma knows the RV situation very, very, very well.
I do.
Yes, I signed RV for a period of time. Gemma was there as the third wheel at that time in Costa. And then yeah, I had two children. Took some time out of the game. And that was probably like what I would say probably what I shouldn't have done. I should have just rolled with the punches at the time. Just took the punches, however they were coming. And then yeah, started ISN. Started the Top of the Morning radio show. Done a few things. Ventured into boxing, and that's all like a real short brief.
So you've had a lot going on then. It sounds like.
I would say, yeah, I've been in the game, like I've been in the industry like 10 years deep. Like I've met everybody that's anybody that needs to be met. Or I've done some kind of collaborative work with a lot of people, even just down to like, I don't want to name drop because it sounds cool, but I've genuinely done a lot of stuff with even like Charlie Sloth and stuff like that. But that's even before he was who he is now, on his journey and all of that. So yeah, I've been around.
Okay, well that's good. So talk to everyone about what ISN is, what you guys do.
What ISN stands for.
Yeah.
It stands for Inspire Someone Now. The reason why I called it that was I was probably at a particular point in a dark place. I'm not sure like where I wanted to go as well, thinking, okay, I've done all of this. How do I reinvent myself? And then I just thought to myself, what means a lot to me, or certain events happened in my life that inspired me to just say, you know what, okay, cool, you've done all of this. You haven't got to where you wanted to get to, although I believe the things that I did at that time should have given me the key to maybe get to the next level. But for whatever reason, that wasn't my time. And then just certain events just happened where I just thought, all right, cool, I just want to be inspired. And then I thought, well, how can I inspire other people as well who could be in that same similar scenario? So I came up with Inspire Someone Now. And yeah, that's where I am. And everything that I do now is more geared around like inspiring artists, getting my platform to a level where I can help other people get to where they want to get to in their
Inspire
journey.
someone now.
That's it. Yeah.
I love that.
On that note, should we get into one of the artists?
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm ready. Don't forget, people, like,
comment, subscribe.
Like, comment, exactly. Subscribe. Thank you.
Right. So Fifi is our first artiste of the night, and she has the desire to restore hope and empower her listeners through her music, while entertaining them with catchy beats and that radiate between the lines. She also was a winner in 2018 of an Open Mic UK competition, so big her up for that.
Yeah.
She's recently released her new single Butterflies, which I believe is such a sweet song. It's got a different vibe, different sound, which is basically an R&B funky sound.
Okay.
So the last thing I would like to say before we bring her on is her name, Fifi, actually has a meaning behind it. So the P in Fifi stands for power, the H stands for hope, and the E stands for elegance and entertainment.
Okay.
Very powerful.
I love that.
Let's bring on Fifi.
Hello.
Hey,
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah,
Yeah, we can.
Yeah.
Oh, you just look so sweet.
Thank you for having me on here.
No problem. Oh, she's so cute and tiny and young. Very sweet. Tell us about yourself, Fifi.
So, do you want to tell us a little bit about yourself? Yeah.
I'm 17 years old. I moved here when I was 3, and I've been writing since I was 7. So I just released Butterflies, which you guys have heard. And I'm also a spoken word artist, so I like to do poetry as well.
Yeah, we love a bit of poetry and spoken word over here. So you said that you moved here. Where did you move from?
I'm originally from Myanmar, and at the time my country was under dictatorship, so we were escaping a war-torn country, and my parents came here to provide a better life for me.
I like that. That's beautiful.
Sick.
And you've been now thriving and doing your music and writing some real beautiful music. So I love that.
Thank you.
So how long have you been singing for, Fifi? Because you're still quite young.
I've been singing since I was 7. I've been writing music since I was around 10. But I grew up around the church, so I'd sing every Sunday. So yeah, that's me.
Yeah.
Cool.
And me personally, I always like to have a little bit of background on like artists when they write songs. So I've listened to Butterflies. It's a beautiful song. Guys, go and stream it if you haven't heard it already. But what was the thought? What was the process behind you writing Butterflies?
For me, sometimes when I'm taking a walk or wherever, the melody sort of comes to me. I wrote this actually when I was around 14, and I spent so long on it. It was my first like song where I was like, okay, I really want this. This is like my baby of songs. I really want to release this. And it's just it's a good summertime tune, I think. And it's just a nice vibe, and I just really enjoyed producing it. So yeah.
That's beautiful. And do you have any or how do your parents feel about you singing and the music that you're doing and the stuff that you're doing?
I think you cut out a little bit.
I was saying, how do your parents feel about the music that you do and the fact that you do music and you sing and you're putting yourself out there?
My parents have always been really supportive of my music, so I'm lucky to have them support me in my music. So
it's beautiful. So what have you got for us today? Are you going to perform for us today? Are you going to sing Butterflies? Are you going to do some spoken word? I love spoken word.
I'm gonna do a little bit of a new song I'm working on called Libra Lover. So yeah, I was born in the month of September, so that makes me a Libra.
Libra baby in the house, like Gem.
We're great people. Hey, it's not funny.
No, it's not. It is.
I couldn't disagree. All right.
Okay, I'm just gonna get my little Sumsy pop mic. Is this okay? Wait, sorry. Hello, is this all right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. This was ready. I don't really know what happened to my speaker. I was just sitting here and I was like, this is ready.
It always happens. When you're ready to go, that's when it wants to do its own thing. It's life. It's music.
I don't know if you can see, I'm not really like a painter or an artist, but I wrote Libra Lover here. So I'm only going to be doing a little bit of the song, so just the Libra part, because I haven't released it yet. So
It's an exclusive.
We love it. Love it. Hearing the Libra part, not the lover.
Thank you. Love is sweet like honey, thicker than blood. Don't care about the money, revelation to we touch. Can you play our ways? Cause I just can't get enough. Always sweet when I speak, but I like to play it rough. They say you're gonna ride, but they never really prove. You my friend and my lover, ain't nobody got it like you do. Never break a promise, always tell the truth. Yeah, you leave them like, ooh. Oh my God, she's such a Libra. Love you one day, next day she'll leave ya. Yeah, she gone, she really, really gone. Just when you thought she was the one. Maybe fire, you get fun. Little things so much lesson you learn. They say you are what you eat. And justice got stuck. Bon appetit, little Libra, lover, lover, lover. Little Libra, lover, lover, lover. Play with fire, fire, fire. Shame you didn't love her. Plenty of fish in the sea, but you'll never find a woman quite like she, little fishy. Wanna swim with the sharks, so you toy with the heart, but yours got ripped apart. Fire, fire, fire. You get but her middle name is Karma. She the lesson you learn. They say you are what you eat, and justice got served. Bon appetit, little Libra, lover, lover, lover. Little Libra, lover, lover, lover. Play with fire, fire, fire. Shame you didn't love her.
Love it. You got all the Libra people out there.
I'm gonna be bumping that song.
Libra season, yeah.
Yeah, I love the vibe. I love the vibe.
Nice.
So, what's your like inspiration in terms of music then, Fifi? Like, what's your favorite types of music to listen to?
I enjoy R&B, but one of my favorite artists is Rihanna. I love her song "Man Down." She has such a such good energy. Like she's just I don't know. I really like Rihanna.
Who doesn't like Rihanna? I mean, she's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rihanna's alright.
One of those ones that's waiting for her album to
I won't get into that.
Isaac's trying to be controversial. He's like,
yeah, Rihanna's alright. She's alright.
Are you waiting for her album?
Pardon?
Are you waiting for her album to drop?
No, I'm not. No.
Hey,
I'm not. I like her videos though. I like her music videos.
Sure you
I bet you would.
I love her music videos. I can't wait for that.
Wait, is that coming from a perspective because you do videos or you do that kind of stuff, or another reason?
That's the answer. Yeah. That's the answer.
I got you.
Because I do music videos, yeah, for sure. That's why I like Rihanna's video.
Yeah. So Fifi, what have you got next? Like, you've got this song. Do you know when you're going to be dropping it? When it's going to be coming out?
So I did this during quarantine. So surely I should be in the studio soon, doing social distancing safely, and working on getting that out as soon as possible.
I'll be waiting for it.
Definitely.
I'm feeling like I need more. I want more.
Yeah. I was gonna say,
yeah, I bet you would, isn't it? Libra, bet you would.
We haven't had anyone do any like spoken word stuff for a while on here. So do you have any spoken word pieces that you could do?
Yeah, I actually have this one piece called Rose Tinted Reality, which I wrote about domestic abuse and just shedding light on the importance of making sure people don't feel alone.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that message.
Definitely.
No doubt.
Should I go?
Oh,
yeah.
This is Rose Tinted Reality. Sleepless nights and pointless fights emerge from my obstructed view. Rosy red hues mask the bitter truth. Glaring at a toxic love with such loving eyes, I fell victim to the false picture I painted in my mind. I nurtured such a poisonous bond in hope my imagination would become a reality. You neglected, respected, you spat venomous words, and you tore me apart piece by piece. Each part of me unable to escape the powerful grip of a rose-tinted reality. And there is more to the story than what the eye can see. But my error lies in coming to the realization through the holes in my cracked identity. You swallowed every part of me after uttering a perfectly rehearsed line, reeling me in so effortlessly. And so I sank deeper into the palms of your hands, drowning in self-doubt, trying to withstand the suffocating presence of your inconsistent love. Controlled by the yearning of your passionate touch, you embodied self-confidence. While I crumbled under pressure, so I remained chained in silence as you toyed with my heart for pleasure. And though it felt like my heart was bleeding love, it was purely just bleeding. oozing self-hatred for the pain I was conditioned to believe I caused. And when I raised my concerns, they would turn to mere accusations. You took no accountability for anything at all. Dazed as I sipped on your so-called love, drinking poison to prove to you that I believed in us. Sitting idly in the darkness of the shadow that followed you, I hid behind every rosy red hue. I was blinded by the light you only sometimes radiated. And in desperate need of recognition, I tried so hard not to be hated by swallowing words of self-defense and breaking down the walls of my heart by turning a blind eye to your flirtatious nature as I brush off every unkind remark, by always putting you first before the needs of my own. But you made sure you were my life source, instilling the idea I was never ever fit to be alone as I melted in the heat of your explosive anchor, liquefied. My heart was tethered to yours. You were my anchor, weighing me down beneath unrealistic expectations and lifting me up as my confidence solidifies, and cracking me back open with hurtful confrontations. Saying you loved me was your biggest lie. A prisoner to your destructive love, I remained shackled in fear of losing the rose-tinted figments of our toxic relationship, anxious that your so-called love would disappear. So I lingered in deep hues of purple, pink, and red, enduring the pain of a rose-tinted reality rather than facing the harsh truth instead. My stomach, once filled with butterflies at the sight of your face, now growls at the ingested self-hate. My lungs decayed, suffocating as I breathed you in. I could not escape, and I could not run, and I could not hide. As each day passed by, as I realized our love was a lethal lie. But you hated more things about me than you would ever love. And my mind was tormented by the thoughts of your violent touch. But my error lies in coming to the realization through the holes of my cracked identity. For you crumpled up every part of me after uttering a perfectly rehearsed line, reeling me in so effortlessly. But now I sit up, my thoughts and actions guarded by the bitter truth, lifting myself up in the realization that to experience true love, I must let go of you. So slow and gentle is my approach as I hide in the cloud of your brown roach. For a love so toxic, there is no antidote but to rid myself of everything you installed in me, to gently reclaim every single part of me to be free. So I wipe away the rose-tinted memories with every tear and breathe out the remaining toxicity, erasing my mind of our flawed happiness, ensuring there is never a future between you and me. And I'll wipe away all rose-tinted memories. For once I was blind, but now I see. And I will never, ever fall victim to such toxic love masked by a rose-tinted reality.
Wow. 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 Wow.
That was very good. Yeah.
Wow.
I felt that.
I felt that.
Come on, applause. Give her applause.
You are amazing. Oh my gosh.
Powerful.
17 years old and writing pieces like that. Jeez. You manipulated me, boy. My emotions.
I'm like, oh.
Literally. I'm sitting here thinking, I'm mind blown. I'm like, she's articulated herself so well. Like, she's 17 years old. How just beautiful, powerful.
It came from within.
Very
You
nice.
can feel that.
Very nice.
Guys, if you're in the comments, show some love. Show some love.
Follow
This is a 17-year-old beautiful queen who is able to move people like that. So show some love. Fifi, where can everyone find you?
You can find me on Instagram at official.fifi, or on Spotify, you just type in Fifi. But I also have a Facebook page called Phoebe's Music. So
Love that.
Love that.
Go and find her, guys. Go and stream her music. Butterflies is on Spotify at the moment, so go and stream. Do you have any of your spoken word stuff on your pages and stuff, Fifi?
I'm thinking of starting to post them because I'm quite vulnerable in all of my pieces. So I think I'm ready to post them.
That's what's needed. Like, that's why we feel it, because we can see, we can hear that you feel it. So don't be shy what you do.
You can definitely engage with an audience.
I'm definitely gonna holler anyway. On a music level. Yeah, definitely.
See, that's,
Yeah, you know what you're doing,
yeah,
no doubt.
that's what total exposure do. That's what we do. Make links, make network, expose.
I've already followed you on Instagram anyway, so you should
Thank
see
you.
me there. So I'm there. I'm already there.
Make that link. Thank you so much, Fifi, for coming on.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll catch up with you soon, guys. Have a good night, Fifi.
Thank you.
Take
You
care.
have a good one.
Keep doing your thing.
We're
Guys,
gonna
that
go
is
straight
crazy.
into. Oh, go on.
We're going
Say that
straight
again.
in.
No, I was saying that's crazy. I'm still like, wow. Guys, go hit on those social medias.
She's good.
Um,
Bro. She's
she
definitely
is.
Yeah, she's talented.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And
She
just
keeps
imagine
writing
how
like that. Jeez.
exactly. Imagine
Oh,
how
that's
further
very far.
she's going to grow with life experience and so
It
forth.
sounds like she's been through so much already.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, at 17, that's
Yeah.
Very creative, man. No doubt.
very.
So who we going into next, Gems?
We are going into words.
Ooh, words.
Yeah.
I feel like that's such a lovely transition coming off Fifi is such powerful words to words.
Yeah.
Hello.
Was that intentional?
Everything's intentional.
Okay, just making sure.
So where's our guy Words at? Words is a rapper. See backstage. Words is a rapper. He's currently doing his thing. He's actually got a single releasing tomorrow called Portfolio. So guys, go and stream that. It'll be on Spotify for sure, but I'm sure he'll let us know what other platforms we'll be able to find him. Oh, he's not here at the moment. We might have lost him. We might have lost him.
He's coming.
He's coming.
Oh, I was getting scared.
Where did he disappear to?
The one and only, the special and only, the man with the green hat, the man with the green outfit, and these special words, Mr.
Good to have you on, Wes.
What's going on?
What?
We're anticipating.
We're there. Inside.
Good to see you, Wes.
Thank you. No, thank you for having me. Thank you.
So just tell the people.
I'm just here, man.
I've given them a
I'm just
snippet.
here, man. Just chilling, enjoying my strawberries.
I didn't know I could come with food, you know. I just live in some formal food. I didn't know I could come with food and that. Like, I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. Isaac is a chef. He's a chef.
You didn't get the memo.
Exposure. You can do whatever you like. We're at home.
I didn't know, man. I didn't know. I could have brought out my jollof and just been eating nicely.
You should never had jollof.
Say that again?
I've never tried jollof.
This is moving. This is moving, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So where?
I'll make you some jollof. Okay, I'll make some jollof.
Time.
Thank you.
I've got your back still.
Thank you. Where?
Yeah.
He's still there.
Everybody here?
Oh.
Guys, this is. I don't know if it's on time.
It's not.
Hello?
Yeah. No.
Lagging a little bit.
Everyone got one time out.
Say that again, please.
Interview him. He's cool. I'll just play with his mic.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Words is going to be performing, so we need his mic to be.
It keeps repeating itself. I'm baffled. What's going on?
Are you playing YouTube in the background?
Word, go back out and come back in.
Everyone's like,
He's frozen.
Frozen. Let it go.
I was about to do that, you know.
Oh, this is me.
I was about, but I thought, nah, let me not sound corny online.
So you do it.
I'll let you do it. Yeah.
That's the second time
So far, you've been doing everything that I've needed somebody else to do. With the inside joke with Miss Gromes. Miss Gromes, that inside joke. I won't even say that again online.
Pardon?
I'm too afraid to say that same comment online. I'm gonna leave that one. That's an inside joke.
That's
So
what
Isaac, how do you keep up with the demands of social media?
Do you know what? How do I keep up with the demands? I have a structure. I wish I could actually. It's probably all in the back. See all these little papers there in the back. How I keep up with it is I have a structure. So like, you'll notice that I'll Instagram at like 7 a.m., 9, 11, 2, 5, 8, and then I'll stop at like 10. So I have like a structure of how many times I post and everything, and I post 3 posts every 2 hours. That's how I get around that. It is tiring at times, but it is what it is. It's what I want to do. I just need to delegate the jobs as they come, which I do. But I always tend to, because I'm constantly online, I do sometimes will take like a week break, and that's okay, like for me, because I tweet so constantly. So the breaks that I take, like a week or 2 weeks where I'm not on social media, versus someone that's on it every day and is less active as me, doesn't still get the same output that I get out of the week. So, like I aim at about like I don't know, like 50 to like 70 posts, no, 125 posts a week.
Wow.
So then if I do that over the month, that's probably like 500 posts a month. And then I might take, after like 2 months of like going in like that, I'll give myself 2 weeks off where I just don't touch social media at all, which just allows me to kind of cleanse, because when I'm in that zone of social media, you believe that that's the world, and then you go outside and you realize that that's not the world, or at least all the topics that everything that I have interest in, there's a bigger world than that. So that's how I deal with the demands of social media.
It's the same amount of time put into finding the next best thing.
Yeah, I mean, I've already found. I don't want to give myself the credit of finding someone, but like right now, because my platform isn't where MBT used to be, Gem. So it's like, for example, I've found someone who I thought is going to be really big and really good. Her name is T Zandos. If you go on my YouTube channel, I interviewed her about a year ago when there wasn't much heat around her at all. Now T Zandos is considered to be, if not the best young female drill artist. You will hear it by this time next year, but she's already popping now. And it's funny because when I interviewed her initially in the first like 3 months, we only had like 200 views. Now she's so circulating in the internet. I've grown by like, I think another 1,000 or like 1,500, and that's the most up-to-date interview she's done. I'm really good at that though.
Yeah, you are.
Going online and finding someone, like even before Ambush took his big track. What's that track? Jumpy. Before Jumpy hit, I knew he was next. There's a few others that I've seen that I think have the potential, but we'll see. You know, kind of how the algorithm works, and but I do that a lot. So I just sit about on the internet and try and figure out what people are looking for, and but I'm a good talent scout in that sense.
Yeah, you are.
For sure.
That's good.
WORDZ having a bit of problems with the internet, so we're trying to see if we can get him back in.
That sounds like a virgin excuse, man. That's why I'm not a virgin. That's why I don't do virgin.
Hey,
The rumor is Virgin don't work between 8 p.m. and like 11 p.m. because there's so much people on their server.
Oh my god!
It's true. I used to work for Virgin It's true.
I'm telling you, man. I know about the 8 to 11 routine, man. That's why I don't do Virgin. All that 300 kilobytes they want to sell me. If it can't work between 8 and 11, I ain't interested.
Yeah. No, the weirdest
But
thing
then
is when I used to work for Virgin, I still didn't have Virgin. I still had Sky.
That's it, man. I don't blame you, man. I know about
And I
that.
worked for Virgin for 8 years.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I don't trust Virgin, man. I don't trust Virgin.
So Cindy,
What did you say,
Bit of
Terry?
a propaganda that is.
I mean, you can say that, but
Propaganda, because Virgin hasn't been out.
I mean, I'll tell you an interesting fact. I met Richard Branson and sat down with him when I
I
interviewed
think it's
him.
what area you're from.
Nah, and I asked him about his Virgin internet, and you know what his answer was to me? This is true, no cap, no lie. If you go on my Facebook or my personal Instagram, you see me with Richard Branson. I had like a good 4 hours with him, and I asked him, "Why does your internet work around that time?" And he goes, "Isaac, I don't own it anymore, so I'm not gonna tell you really why." No cap.
I
No
believe
cap.
that.
I
You can't
asked
speak
him,
on
man.
something that you don't own anymore.
Yeah, he's just like, I'm just an ambassador for it, mate. So I I can't really tell you. You know what I mean? So I was just like, oh, okay. But it felt good being around a billionaire, though. I did feel like
True.
I was no one in this world, though, because I was just like, so how many billions you really got? I struggled to get on the bus to go interview him that day as well, man. Peas weren't high that day. Yeah.
Ain't that canny, right? That you struggle to get peas to get on the bus to go see a billionaire.
Funny, innit? Funny, innit? Funny. I told my mum, oh, she goes, what are you doing today? Because I was wearing a suit. I was like, oh, I'm gonna go interview Richard Branson. She goes, you're lying. I said, all right. She goes, what?
and then she sees the picture.
Here's the picture, she sees the video and everything, but she was like, what has he possibly got to talk to you about? You know, I mean, these times I'm leaving the house and my room's messy and all of that stuff. So she was just like, why? Yeah.
Even mama didn't have faith.
Yeah. But when I came back with the footage, she was like, oh my God. Yeah.
Love that. So wait, how did you actually get into?
You see, Gemma kind of knows how I am. I'm really relentless when I want to do something. So if you tell me that, like, and it's not to say, because I'm still not where I want to be, so it sounds a bit cliche, but like if I fixate my mind to something, like if I said today and I meant it, and I said to you, I will meet Jay-Z within the next 6 months. I don't know how the manifestation happens, but it will happen. It doesn't mean I'm going to sign a deal. It doesn't mean it's going to be a business opportunity where it's going to change my life. But if I say I'm going to do it, I will do it. It will happen. I think that's the thing I'm really lacking. Like, meeting like a Richard Branson or meeting like a Jay-Z and actually making it into a business opportunity and not just like an interview or like some PR thing that I can kind of like work with, if that makes sense. Like, I think, do you know what I mean? Just so that I can, you know, be in a Rolls Royce rap man.
We've got one of the beautiful guests in the house.
Yeah, we can see. So can you put some
manifestation is going
on my jollof rice? Yeah.
Oh, say that again.
Can you put some manifestation on my jollof rice that you said?
No, that will get done still. That's the spicy or non-spicy.
Spicy.
Cool.
She loves spicy food.
I want some, please.
I got you.
I'm still gonna go.
Where's your parents from? ISN.
Uganda.
Okay. Nice.
You ain't heard of Uganda before? Is that like...
No, same place as you, Miss Banks, isn't it?
Well, but she's half in it.
Yes, half.
I mean, she was raised by her mom is Ugandan, so yeah, she's more Ugandan. But like when I see her PR stuff, I don't feel like she claims Uganda as much as she claims Nigeria. Like on Independence Day. Say that again.
It's because of her father.
Yeah, her dad's Nigerian. I mean, no disrespect to Miss Banks at all, but I'm just just I observe things like that. Like her PR isn't. She was raised on Ugandan food, I'm sure, and I'm just the PR is not exactly the same, but
they're all one continent. All one continent.
Yeah. Of course. Before we were divided, we only had 5 tribes in Africa. You lot should research that. You know, we only had 5 like proper tribes, and that was it. Like Nigerians are really Ghanaians and Sierra Leoneans all part into one. Like, it's a lot deeper than that. No. On a serious note, I'll have that argument with anybody because I've done enough research to know we only had like 5 in like the whole of Africa, and then obviously people just started to claim. Well, the Europeans decided to come and like dismantle Africa. You can actually get the book. I can tell you what it's called. It's the Berlin Conference. If you type in the Berlin Conference on Google, that book, they'll explain to you that they sat down all the European countries and they decided what part they wanted. Like it was literally just as simple as that. And the more Africa got divided was just because so and so wanted this part, and Belgium wanted this, and England wanted that, and Italy wanted that, and it's really deep because they just picked a point and they said, "I want that part."
Don't worry. One day I will teach you some history.
I'm more than open to always learn, man. There's always more. Like I'm always ready to learn, man.
But I was gonna say, we've got one of the guys in.
Yeah.
But the internet is still playing up Word. So how are we playing this?
Cindy, introduce the next artist, please.
KALU is a singer-songwriter and vocal coach hailing from Northwest London. And he is definitely all about good vibes, great music, and connecting people, which I can definitely vouch for because I've seen him so active. Like this whole last 2 weeks, I've seen him jump on different lives daily. And that's how I came across him. It was literally like he was on SBTV and I saw him and I was like, all right, got to connect to this one. Voice is amazing. Back in 2015, he found himself on The Voice where he celebrated his 21st birthday. Something different. At the moment, he's got his new single, Neverland. And if you haven't heard it, I'll be very surprised because this track in particular has hit over 1 million plays on Spotify.
Sick.
So, without further ado, please welcome KALU.
Yo.
Welcome.
Hello.
What's happening, bro? What's happening?
How are you?
Yo, I literally just ran from the microwave.
I saw that. I wasn't sure if I could, like, you know what I mean? Because I know how it is for the man. We got to protect each other. So I just thought, let me just keep quiet on that one.
Burger and chips.
Yo, listen, don't judge me. A man is hungry. He needs to eat.
I've never judged someone that wants to eat. Are you crazy?
Callie said in the comments he couldn't have his breakfast here, so
I didn't know. Yeah,
he had to go eat before he came on for his time. But you're cool. Your family, you eat wherever you like, Callie.
I love that. I love.
You really didn't have burger and chips, though, did you?
I haven't eaten anything yet, but
okay.
I've just kind of left it there. I might eat it after.
I mean, if you need to, bring it with you.
WORDZ was eating, man. They let me down, right? You know what I mean? John was like, you got to be serious and, come on the show.
I never said that. You put words in my mouth.
He's lying.
We want our people to be comfortable.
Yeah.
I love it. I heard you talking to the last guy, WORDZ, about just eating in the stream. I didn't know it was that kind of stream, honestly.
Neither did I, bro. Neither did I, bro.
House. We don't have restrictions, like as if we're on national TV.
Yeah, we don't have to be prim and proper. We want to see the authentic you.
Yeah.
As long as you don't clap your mouth whilst you're eating, I'm cool.
If I ever get another chance, I'll come on with my rum next time, bro.
Them ones.
Yeah. Well, they're saying it's calm, innit?
Oh, we love it. So tell us about yourself, Callie.
Oh man.
Where does the name come from? Let's start
Yeah,
there.
Nigeria. Yeah.
Nigerian house.
That's my family name.
Ah.
Love it.
What tribe are you from?
Igbo.
Ah.
Those are the money makers, guys. So if you like, those are the money makers. Igbos. They always do business. You'll notice that Igbos don't really do daytime jobs, you know. No, on a serious note, they just. Am I lying, bro? I'm not lying.
I'm not
violent, am I? Like a tool. No, Igbos don't really do the 9 to 5 thing. They do the business thing all the time. Yeah, man.
That's good.
That means you got that drive and determination. Yes.
P square, Igbo, right?
What'd you say?
P square.
The
African group. P square.
I don't know who P Square is, honestly.
You don't know P Square, and you're Nigerian, and you're.
I'm sorry, maybe I should just go. You know, like just.
It's all right. It's all right.
Don't worry, you can YouTube them after.
You know what I mean?
You might be like, oh, you know, you never know.
It's all right. It's all right. In fact, I'll be quiet now.
So how long have you been doing music, Callie?
I've been doing music for about 11 years now. Yeah, just been grinding and growing and trying to learn from various creatives and people in the industry, in the scene.
What got you into music?
I get this question all the time. Basically, I go with my brother. My brother used to sing and dance and write and do what he does. To Usher, he was a big inspiration for my brother. My brother inspired me. So yeah, my brother mainly, really, I tried to imitate him and I couldn't do it, but I kept practicing after he told me to keep going. And yeah, now I'm here.
Love that energy. Love that energy. Keep going.
Is your brother still pursuing music?
No, I'm the only black sheep in the family.
I hear that.
He's doing the banking thing. He's doing the banking thing while I'm doing the nuisance thing, you know?
Okay, so does he do a couple dance moves in the bank then?
What'd you say?
Is he doing them Usher moves in the bank?
Well, I don't know about that.
Probably at staff parties and that, innit?
Them ones, the bars and that.
And I did hear Cindy say that you do vocal training as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, I'm a self-taught vocal coach on the side for anyone that kind of wants it, and any kind of advice and tips and guidance. So I try and incorporate that into my live streams, you know, on IG and whatnot whenever I can, and when people are singing. If there's room for improvement or something like that, I'll give them some tips and hopefully help them on their way, you know.
Love that. Love that.
Sick.
So you got any tips for us?
I was gonna say same thing.
We can talk for sure.
Offline, Gemma, not here. Now we got
yes, not here.
Can have a little vocal lesson, get the people watching, get them involved.
That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be cool. I'd be down for that.
Some call and response.
We need to get that popping.
Yeah.
Guys, we're gonna get KALU back on some call and response vocal training live on Black Ice TV 7. Watch this video.
Sounds lit.
So what's the newest music that you have out, Callie?
Newest music is Neverland. Yeah, that's the latest one, and there's one coming in June as well, which will be announced soon enough. Hoping that it blows. It's very familiar to the ear, and yeah, that's all I'm gonna say, really.
How are you doing, like, overall, like, socially, like YouTube? How are you getting your stuff out there? Any tips on, like, how you was able to generate like 1 million views? Did you go for a plugger? Are you on any playlists? How did that work, like?
For the EDM scene, so this is the scene that I'm in, really. I've been in for a few years now, doing top lines for producers around the world.
Okay.
I kind of started in there a few years ago, and I've had some success there. And it's Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a lot easier to hit 1 million views in the EDM scene. I don't know what it is. I think people just kind of share it and repost it, and to their own channels and whatnot, as if it's their own track, as if it's their baby. And it's amazing to see. The community is so strong. They really love sharing music and stuff, and also the labels are huge as well. The ones that we've kind of been on with these single kind of deals. So yeah. I kind of forgot your question. I can't lie. Sorry.
It's been a long day.
First you don't know P square.
Yeah.
Now you don't remember my question. It's all good. It's not going good for us today. Definitely not going good for us today. But it's all good, bro.
Eat breakfast. You know what I mean? It's very important.
It is. He's thinking about that burger and chips. That's what the problem is.
Can you imagine? Nigerian burger and chips. I just didn't sound good from the get-go, and now it's burger and chips for dinner from an Igbo man. It's just too much.
Look. Let the man do what he wants to do.
The modernization is too real. The modernization is too real.
No judgment here.
Hey.
Nope.
Good, so are you going to perform for us today, Callie?
I wasn't even sure if that was even a thing, but I'm down.
Oh, of course. We can't have an artist come on and not perform.
I'm down.
He's like, I can't perform on a hungry belly. It's not me.
If you know anything about me, like that I've done studio sessions and 12-hour studio sessions and whatnot without eating. You know what I mean? So it's the hunger that keeps me going. The hunger for music, for success. You know what I mean?
I love that.
So yeah, I was gonna sing this song on another live, and yeah, trying to say too much about that, but it didn't go so well.
Cool. It was meant to be for here then.
Well, yeah, you know what I mean.
There you go.
But we're here now, and I'm trying to. Yeah, I wanted to do this song. I love this song. It's an Usher classic. Speaking of Usher, and yeah, I don't know what the sound is like here, but here we go.
You're very clear.
Great.
Yeah.
Sick. All right, let's see if it's still clear when the speaker's blaring. We'll see what happens. Okay. You might know it.
I don't know the song.
I'm gonna bring it back. We lit. Oh no. You feel it in your body, you found somebody who makes you change your ways, like hanging with your crew. Said you act like you're ready, but you don't really know. And everything in your past, you wanna let it go. Been there, done it, come around. And after all that, this is what I found. Nobody wants to be alone. If you're touched by the words of the song, then maybe you got it back. When you're on the phone, hang up and you call right back. You got it back. If you miss a day without your friend, whole life's off track. You got it back when you're stuck in the house. You don't want to have fun. It's all you think about. You got it back when you're out with someone, but you keep on thinking about somebody. You got it back. When you say that you love him and you really know everything used to matter, don't matter no more. Not my money, on my cars, flowers, cars, and candy. Said I'm fortunate to have you, girl. I want want you to know I really adore you. All my people will know what's going on. Get your mate, sing this song, tell her I'm you're my girl. I'm gonna tell it to the whole wide world. You're my man. Promise to love you the best I can. See, I've been there, done it, I'm around. Not around this is what I found. Every one of y'all are just like me. It's too bad that you can't see, baby. Hey, can you call right back? If you miss a day without your friend, whole life's off track. You got it bad when you're stuck in the house. You don't want that fun. So you think about, hey, yeah, ooh, hey, hey, you got it bad when you're on the phone. Hang up when you call right back. You got it bad. If you miss a day without your friend, your whole life's off track. You got it bad when you're stuck in the house. You don't want to have fun. So you think about, hey, oh, you got it bad.
Hey.
Yes, my bro. Yes, man.
Sorry.
Yo,
Now you know I'm a man that can sing.
exactly. If you don't know, right? The women here on Total Exposure love a man that can sing.
Come on.
So,
I'm jealous, man. I was always able to rap, couldn't sing, man.
no, vocals on point. Like for the women here, we know a little bit about music and singing, and
You won them over, you know.
you have.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna strike the burger chips off the list, right? Because your voice is fire, so it don't even matter anymore.
Wow.
These times I have to cook jello. You just have to sing. The loyalty just went out the window. That jello is not gonna be spicy now. I'm gonna make it plain.
Isaac, it's cool.
Don't worry, Jaisha, I'll make it for you.
Good,
man. So yeah, we love your voice, Callie. We love it.
I can't lie, I have a confession.
He has a confession by Usher.
Oh.
I have a confession. I'm looking for a wife that can make jollof rice. Putting it out there.
Oh.
Into the stratosphere. You know, she's able to sing, cook jollof rice, and be a nice person with a good sense of humor. That's what I'm looking for.
I mean, I would have been a perfect candidate, but I can't cook jollof rice. Isaac's going to teach me very soon, though.
I ain't teaching you now.
But would it be perfect for you to cook jollof rice for a woman?
True.
Mr. Riggs, I like that. For men, man can't sing. For brothers that can sing, they gotta do extra. You got brothers like here that ain't got vocals like that gotta cook jollof. You get me? To reel them in somehow.
Oh, sorry, hon.
Guys, you heard it. Send some fire in the comments, right? KALU is looking for someone who can cook jollof, nice and kind-hearted, nice personality, And what was the last one? Can sing.
Can sing, and the sense of humor on point. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So if you have all of those things, where can we find you, Callie?
You can find me all over the place, but mainly on Instagram. And also, I'd be remiss if I didn't shout out my people, my family, my collective, the VIP crew. That's my people. They're a group full of amazingly talented creatives that are just trying to make a way in the industry for themselves, for their people, to make waves. I started it around the same time as I went over to Egypt. I was invited to Egypt to perform for the president over there, which was absolutely surreal.
Wow.
I started around the same time as that, and when I was younger, I never got support. You know what I mean? Like this. Like I never had Instagram, and I was never active on Facebook like that. You know what I mean? And I feel like collective like this, pages like this, the VIP crew with a K. I feel like what I'm really trying to do with this is to give people a lot of exposure and love and eyes and ears, and just make sure that they feel loved and appreciated, because some of these people in this industry are depressed. You know what I mean? They are.
Very true.
It's always the sad songs that do well, man. I hear that. It's always the sad songs that do like all number ones and that. I hear that.
You know, it's they are depressed, and they don't talk to anyone about it. And I feel like collectives like this, pages like this, groups like this really help to bring joy. You know, that's what the goal is, to bring joy to people, to bring joy to the members, to make sure that when people in the industry see that they are VIPs and see that they are doing their thing on a live or whatever it may be, they respect it, they love it, they appreciate it, and they pay attention to it, you know, rather than just, that's just another talent in the industry. You know what I mean? It's really more about getting these people, young upstarts, you know, older, whatever. It's from age 12 onwards at the moment. And it's really all about giving them that exposure, that love, and helping each other as creatives, supporting creatives as myself, a creative in that sense. So that's the VIP crew on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, all of that stuff, to support upcoming talent, the most underrated talent around the world, South Africa, America, UK, and counting. Make sure you hit us up, for those that are watching, to support the next generation. I believe the future of the entertainment industry is within the VIP crew. So that's that. And then for myself, back to your question, Real Callie Music. Yeah, Real KALU Music. I'm there on YouTube, of course, here. And I'm there on Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, every kind of platform. There's a link in my bio on Instagram to find me. If you are on Smule or Voicey, it's KALU Music. And yeah, if you want any advice, anything like that, you know what I mean? If you want any advice or guidance or tips, or just to chat about, you know, my past, or anything that you kind of want to talk about, my DM's always open. I try and get to everyone. Can't lie, there's a lot of people that would probably disagree, but I'm really doing my best to keep up. But it's every day, it's a lot. Like lockdown, it's kind of become busier, I can't lie. Ever since this whole quarantine stuff happened, and even going back to the whole depression thing, it's like now more than ever we need that good vibe, we need that entertainment, we need that love, that good energy that's going to bring people together, as well as bring joy to the masses, as well as each other, because we all need love, you know what I mean? And for a long time I didn't feel like I was loved or appreciated or whatever. And the love that I'm receiving now, it's even too much. You know what I mean? You know, and even on the subject of that, the too much things, like I've literally just come from DJ Ace's live, and I really wanted to get on, but they said I was going to be on, I said around 9, and unfortunately things went pear-shaped because my fans were spamming my name so much while the special guest was on that he blocked me. So it's actually insane. So that's the day I've had. So it's wild, but I believe every happens for a reason, and whatever is meant to be will be. Hopefully, I can have a conversation with him, and the team recognize that that's not my doing. I was telling them in the comments to like, yo, chill, like respect Keisha Buchanan, Sugar Babes legend on the screen right now. You know, it's not about me right now. He's gonna have me after. Chill. I was saying this, and then people in the comments were kind of turning on me a little bit. I'm just like, I'm telling them, you know, to chill. That's all I can do. You know.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a wild night. I can't lie, but every day is a wild day in these days. You know what I mean?
Well, we're glad that you were able to make it here.
For sure.
Onto our platform. Have you got another song for us, Callie, before you head out and get your burger and chips on?
I sure do. The question is, which one? Are you guys like press for time or whatever?
I mean, no. Okay. Anything goes.
Okay, cool.
We have our next artist coming up, WORDZ, just after you. We've got him waiting. Big up all those comments that are waiting for WORDZ to come on. He will be on after Callie, but do your thing.
For sure. All right. I'm gonna show you an original. I think going back to the whole point of like, you know, everyone wanting to be happy and wanting to spread joy and whatnot. I've written a song that's kind of about that. I wanted to write a song that's about wanting to be happy, but with a melancholic, dark kind of undertone. Inspired by an artist called Celeste, who you may have heard of.
Yeah.
I really love her vibe, her style, and yeah, I hope that you're gonna enjoy this because it's one of my favorites, kind of that I've written, and yeah, it's called Happy, and it's a demo, but yeah, just let me know what you guys think about it.
Love an exclusive.
There you go. There you go. I'm not gonna lie, you've earned it. You guys are so awesome. So
thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, let's do this. Happy.
Crisis for a generation. Risk of exposure. Vulnerable people. Time. But it's now a global pandemic. Families, and many more families, are going to lose loved ones before their time.
Happy. I just wanna be happy. Just wanna be happy. Laughing. Happy. Satisfied. I just wanna be satisfied. I just wanna be satisfied. In my mind, satisfied.
I've been dodging bull like a matador. Who's gonna save me from myself? I've been dodging wolves like a warrior. fix my mental health. I try to hide from the shade. Still our feelings pain. Hanging from the tree. Oh, I wanna be happy. Yeah, basically, I'm looking for a rapper for the second verse, but yeah, that's a rough kind of thing there.
Love it, guys. Those are the comments.
Hard.
The
Rappers,
vocal
get up,
range.
KALU. Get up, KALU.
Great. Those are in the comments. Those are watching. Any creators we've had on, hit up KALU's looking for a rapper. So yeah, we got WORDZ coming on, who's a rapper. So maybe you guys can talk.
Potentially,
Yeah,
for
but
sure.
I can't wait to hear that when it comes out.
Yeah, me
Yeah,
too.
super
Me too. We're
excited.
trying to finish it, and obviously quarantine and lockdown is trying to slow us down. But I'm hoping that we're going to get back on it from the weekend and start to finalize these songs and get them ready for pitching and radio and all that kind of stuff. You know.
Yeah, definitely. Well, you got the comments going crazy. Everyone's loving it. So thank you again for coming on.
I'm feeling the voice, bro. I'm feeling it all, but it's a bit technical now since this Jello thing has come into play with Jerry. Now, I'm not gonna lie. So I'll support your stuff. I will subscribe. I will like. I will comment. But I also put a negative one as well. Just put Jello. I'll comment Jello or something. So you know that it's not hate, but it's war now. You know what I mean?
I hear that. No.
But it's love though, my bro. I wish you all the success. But I'm gonna type in Jello now every time in your phone. So you know it's me.
What? You know what? That's completely fine with me. It's better than people typing clown or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? If you type in Jello on every post, that's love. You know what I mean? It's great.
Sorry, guys. Did you see the comment there?
For
Male
what? For Manisha?
rapper.
Yeah. You looking for male or female? She's a dope artist. Funny enough, I've got a song coming out with her real soon. That I've put together because I put music together. I put artists together. So I've got an ISN EP that I haven't spoken about, but now I'm having to speak about it because I know who Manisha is. She's dope. You'll see her soon. Female artist. I would preview her verse, but I don't want to. Yeah, so she's 6. If you're looking for a female, bro, you know she's got my endorsement anyway. And if you don't take the opportunity, you'll see her with the work that I have coming up with her at least already out there. So
for sure, Manisha.
For sure. I'm looking for just the right rapper that has the right kind of tone and vibe and flow.
She's got that. She's got
that.
And she cooks jollof as well. So.
No way. So you're trying to hook me? Okay, I hear
you. She's half Niger as well.
Cupid out here. I see you. Cupid. Black Cupid. I see you.
Always, bro. just leave Jay alone. Stop singing. Just leave Jay alone.
Power in manifestation. Weren't we talking about that earlier?
Yeah, we were talking about manifestation still. So yeah, she's a dope artist, man. Like no doubt, man. She's sick. She's got she's got some stuff out there ready. So check her out anyway.
We're gonna have to get her on the show as well, ladies. Yeah.
I wanted to get her on the show, but I won't lie because
you did. Sure.
I did because I was gonna message her and then I kind of forgot.
All right. You said Manisha. We'll contact you. We ain't even going through Isaac no more.
Oh my god! Yeah, cool. That's good. That's good.
Man must stay out of woman's business, yeah.
Yeah, that's my sis, man. So yeah.
But thank you again, Callie, for coming on and allowing us to hear your beautiful voice. And guys, check him out on Instagram, Real KALU Music. You can find him on Spotify. His latest track, Neverland, is out. And he's got some new music coming hopefully soon. So go check him out.
Thank you. Keep up the good work, man. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. It's been an absolute pleasure. You guys are awesome. It's been really nice to meet you, and I hope that we can do this again. You know?
Definitely.
When our live shows are back on, we're definitely gonna holler at ya.
We will do.
Definitely.
For sure.
Thanks
We'll link up
again.
some VIPs as well, you know.
We
Yeah,
will
let's do this, man.
do.
Yeah.
Thank you again. Enjoy the rest of your night. Enjoy
Thank
your
you so much. Blessings.
Blessings to you all. Thank you so much. Have a good night.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Take care, Dad.
Guys, before we bring on the next guest, you don't need to know that I think Stormzy has kind of responded to Chip. I don't know if you guys have been following the back and forth send.
Damn.
That they have potentially, that I know that I've realized what they're doing. But obviously a lot of people don't really read in between the lines. Like Stormzy came out and said he's the king of grime. Then obviously on that Insomnia track that they've got with what's the song he's got? Ways with thingy. Chipmunk says you ain't the king, we piss on your throne, blah 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 blah. Now round here we don't rate your throne, piss on your forehead, no, you roll the truth, spit MCs, go toe for toe. Now obviously Stormzy's got a track with Tion Wayne and Dutch Ravelli that's due to be released. Someone
That's Steph London's brother.
Yeah, someone has just sent me Stormzy's part, and Stormzy's opening lines are, is he really sending for me or not? And then I'm not going to say too much. I'll let you lot get it when it comes out. I'm very much confident that this is going to erupt. A lot of people have been frustrated that Stormzy called himself the king of grime anyway when it was dissing Wiley. I anticipate that him and Chip could potentially go toe to toe at some point. So let's see if it manifests. But I've just been sent the verse, and yeah.
But that is for the culture, right?
It is.
I mean,
It's...
I don't even know what that word means anymore when people say for the culture.
Like,
I don't know what that
with
means.
grime, it was originally battling, no?
Yeah and no, but I mean, Stormzy and Chipmunk have got a song together, which is, they've got about 2 songs together. So, I mean, I don't understand why they would clash each other. I don't know how necessary it is, but you know, it's a draw out. Chipmunk definitely been saying a few things that's been drawing out, that will draw out Stormzy because he's the one calling himself the king of this, and yeah, it's gonna be. It looks like it's gonna be a hot summer. You got Heady One. You got Heady One that's not really happy with Stormzy making a song with Tion Wayne. Yeah, because of the Tion Wayne and thing. One's from Edmonton and one's from Tottenham. And if you kind of know, it's a straight road. It's like 5.
I know.
Edmonton and Tottenham is just one straight road. It's like going from Wolf Road to like Elephant Castle.
Neighbours.
Yeah, so yeah, but it looks like it's gonna be a hot summer because Heady One's gonna have to say something. But Heady One's on his album, so, and they got a big track called Audacity. So.
Oh God! Hey Butch!
Hey Butch!
Welcome, Butch. Good evening.
Hiya.
Good night.
You're right.
And joining.
Pardon?
I was just telling the people, for those of you who don't know and joining us for the first time, Butch is our in-house DJ coming through with the vibes every single week. This week we got reggae, innit? Yeah, it's reggae this week.
Yeah.
Why did you have to tell them? Why did you have to tell them?
I can't.
There's nothing wrong with telling them.
No,
it's a bit of dancehall, a bit of reggae.
Yeah, we love it.
You not ready?
You
ready?
Are we going to bring on words first?
The artist first.
Yeah, we're going to bring on words first. Okay. And then we're going to vibe out to the end of the show. So without further ado, guys, please welcome WORDZ into the show. We did have a few issues. Hopefully he's in now. He's been in the comments for those of you who have seen him in the comments.
Hello.
Yes. What's going on?
Hi.
Yuri.
In the building. Yes. Sorry about all that madness. Sorry.
No, it's cool. It happens.
In reach.
Yeah, man, we did it.
Wow, Chargy. You're right there, Chargy. You're good.
Yeah, man. All good. You all right?
Yes, we're there, man. Pondi Gully.
Good. Oh, man, I'm finally here, man.
So what are you drinking?
What am I?
Drinking.
Your cup.
What's in your cup?
Oh, wait. Smirnoff vanilla.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't
Keep it
usually
light.
drink Smirnoff, but I thought I'd give it a go still.
No Ray or nothing.
No, I'm more of a Toronto guy. I love my
Toronto.
Desperado in the house. Yes.
Brandy.
Trust me, this Toronto or Bailey's. That's me.
Isaac is a hater tonight, right? I don't know what his problem is.
I'll banter, man. Don't say too much. I'll banter you, man. It's all good.
Well, can I ask, what was she eating earlier?
Was it an apple?
Say that again. No, strawberry. I got a few strawberries here.
Yeah.
I'm on the fruit side.
Oh, that's good.
He's counteracting the alcohol with fruit. We got you.
Well, if you kind of put two and two together, it's a cocktail.
That's it.
True. So we did tell the people before you came on earlier that you got your new song dropping tomorrow. I've heard it. It's fire. I can't wait for it to come out.
Thank you.
I watch his lives all the time on Instagram, and he's always like, it's a song it's a song. He's trying to not put the ladies off, right? He wants to make sure the ladies are still in there, but the track is like, it's for the ladies, but it's not for the ladies, if you get what I mean. A great way to put it.
Intrigued now.
Tell us about your track, WORDZ, before you go into it.
Well, the track it's about a guy that has been mistreated by women in the past. So he has a woman in his life that wants to take things to the next level, be serious basically, but he's reluctant to get in that relationship. So he's telling her that he has a bad portfolio and he can't be her Romeo. That he's been mistreated in the past and he's just not on it. Basically.
That definitely sounds like the man.
That's a good narrative, you know, because
I was gonna say,
man them don't really. That's a wicked narrative still.
Men don't always speak up on things like that.
Yeah.
No, we do, but we get told that we're not being men when we do.
Well, you're being technical or whatever you want to call it.
For real.
No,
so that's in a nutshell. That's it, really.
Okay, then. So you want to go into it then? Have you got the track there with you?
Yes, I do. Am I playing the full track? You know what? Bun it. Yeah, I'll play the full
track.
It's
coming out tomorrow, WORDZ. Come on.
Yeah, why not? 12 a.m. guys. 12 a.m.
We love an exclusive. We love an exclusive here on Total Exposure for the Culture. So you guys are going to hear it here first. WORDZ portfolio.
Let go.
Let me know if this is loud enough, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Hear that?
Not loud.
A little louder.
How about that?
Yeah.
Listen, I got a back portfolio. I already told you so. You know. I can't be your Romeo. No. Portfolio. I already told you so. You know. I can't be your Romeo. Listen, look, I'm a bad C with a bad beat. Wanna at me, holla at me. I'm a dog and I'm barking in Hackney. Maybe that tree or that tree. Been offered the leash, she can't pat me. Stay off of the streets, it's all mad B. Money over everything, that shit sells. No, I don't need a wedding ring. Every other day I'm with a better thing. Often names with long letters in. Ran into some drama where they get on the same black and these may squeeze up in Kettering. I used to do so much better, even though I want to apologize. I keep peddling. I may believe that it's special, but you can never steal my heart. I'm not settling. Yeah, I already told you so. You know, I can't be your Romeo. No. Portfolio. I already told you so. You know, I can't be your Romeo. Listen, look. Grey Goose, Henny. How many girls in my life? Too many. Haters want to lower my shine, 1 penny. Never had to cure in my life, I'm so crazy. No Trump with it. She's the full snack, that's lunch in it. Body so good, wanna lunge in it. And if she acts up, then I'm dumping it. Mad. My last 10 was a stress one. Doing up idle, on to the next one. Got caught up with a vex one. Coolie hair, big breast one. But we clashed on a daily. Mad thing, sad thing, a friend hit and raped me. So I ordered that Brixton Pagey. My portfolio is so crazy. I already told you so. You know, I can't be your Romeo. No. Portfolio. I already told you so. You know, I can't be your Romeo. No Romeo. Portfolio. Hey. I already told you so. You know, I can't be your Romeo. No. Portfolio. I already told you so. You know, I can't be your Romeo. No Romeo. Yeah. I already told you so. You know, I can't be your Romeo. No. Portfolio. I already told you so. You know, I can't be. Whoa, what happened there? Sorry.
It's gone.
Whoa.
Oh, that's one angle to the neck, my G.
I was rolling into another song, but I don't know if you have got time for that still.
Your family,
we got time.
You cool?
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's do it. All right, let's go. This one's called Walking Thesaurus, yeah? Listen. Yeah. The flow is enormous. The flow is a mortgage. Everybody knows me. I'm the Walking Thesaurus. I murder my verses. So the chords be the chorus. Caught from head to my ankles. Call me the core kid. Man, I blew in the scene. You can call me a no kid. You bank on your passing, I ain't even talking about this. Word to my team, I don't even know what your form is. Word to my team. Wow, when the beat drops, you rappers talk about ain't got. You daydream about big whips, name calling kicks that you ain't got. When you stay hot, I honestly feel it's a straight mock. You might see me up in Westfield if I see you like it's a straight cop. Yeah, you mad at me. Piss, you can't toilet my strategy. Treat my success like a tragedy. One day you'll be loving me gradually. Yeah, because if not, man, I might draw for the battle of Batsy. Pulling up many cars, right around, demonstrate how I'm getting it. People whipping and I'm pulling up. People whipping, I'll be pulling up. People whipping, I'll be pulling up. Many cars I'll be putting up. Demonstrate how I'm getting that. People whipping and I'm pulling up. People whipping and I'm pulling up. People whipping and I'm pulling up. Birth proof of my neck. Spent your living on footwear. Minus part of my check. Yeah, oh that's crazy. I'm allergic to lazy, 1 week exotic chick, already talking about babies, hostility. I don't need hostility. Nah, man, I wanna hate, man, I wanna knock my ability. You act like you're wearing a cake when the S only stands for sucker beat. 007, mine up the facility. I'm on top of my game, Mr. Utility. The name's been ringing off bells, how the hell did you miss my delivery? Brother, this isn't a dream. This is all an epiphany. Hey, wow. Demonstrate how I'm getting that. People with it, man, I'm pulling up. People with it, I'll be pulling up. People with it, I'll be pulling up. Right around, many cars. Right around, demonstrate how I'm getting that. Right around, people with it, man, I'm pulling up. People with it, man, I'm pulling up. People with it, man, I'm pulling up. Walking for stories, yeah. Never missing the target, so you know where the ball is. That's right. You see core at the top. He looks nice as a portrait. Picture perfect. The take over is here. See we're moving no corporate. Walking for stories, yeah. Never missing the target, so you know where the ball is. You see core at the top. It looks nice as a portrait. Picture perfect. The take over is here. So we're moving no corporate. Yeah. Right around. Many cars I'll be pulling up. Right around. Demonstrate how I'm getting it. Right around. People with it, I'll be pulling up. People with it, I'm pulling up. People with it, I'm pulling up. Right around. Many cars I'll be pulling up. Right around. Demonstrate how I'm getting it. Right around. People with it, man, I'm pulling up. People with it, man, I'm pulling up. People with it, man, I'm pulling up. Yes.
Gee! Ooh. Fire!
Yeah.
Fire!
Guys, is it too much to ask for one more? It's like a kind of lower it down, like a slow one.
Okay.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Sure. It's a deep
You
one.
were waiting for like a whole hour to get in, so.
All right, cool. Thank you. All right, this one's a very slow one. It's called Confessions. So it's one of those ones you just deep the words.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's go.
Complete opposite worlds. Can I get the lights down a little bit?
Can you hear that, guys?
A little bit higher.
Yeah.
A little bit higher. This here was the end times. I treat this like my last lines. Treat this night like my last night. Treat this battle with the devil like the last fight. Should have seen it all coming. Hindsight. I was ignorant, distracted by the limelight. Feeling like death's around the corner. Paranoid and I don't smoke marijuana. I'm hearing hell's heat's wavy on Ghana. Now and then I try to pray to that Father. I know it's coming, man, I'm in for a calm, even though I settled down and I'm through with all the drama. I played a few girls in my life, they won't be dead, and I understand why. If I don't make a change, Lord knows I'm gonna thrive. I will slap me in the face if I ever told a lie. My face should be battered and bruised. For all the times I'll be lying for truth. This is my confession, no denying the truth. I learned me a lesson and it's valuable too. Yeah, got myself in a sticky situation with my mind going crazy. True stepping out with Satan, started sliding out with youth that were malicious on the pavement. In the coffin for the sake of mistaken. And then I got the news. It was like words I think I'm carrying the youth. And no, this can't be truth. Cause I ain't ready. I see the shit every time I sit and watch the telly. I ain't ready. I ain't ready. I ain't ready. I ain't ready. Yeah. And the devil got the best of me. I made the decision, no referee. Imagine this, I was gonna stop rapping when my funds went low. I was looking into trapping because I felt like less of a man. All I saw around me was bands on bands. Man, I had a temper, I was hands-on, man. But I love my freedom, work, try to be can. Nah, it's my confessions. Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
That was sick, man.
Thank you.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
So tell us where we can find you. Tell everyone where they can find you, where they can find your music.
My main's Twitter at official words. That's official words with a Z, with a Z. And Instagram, official words with a Z also. And Facebook is just words.
No
and
problem.
Spotify, official words.
Perfect. Thank you again, WORDZ, for coming on. I know we had a little bit of technical difficulty in the beginning, but we got there in the end. So thank you for coming on. Guys, hit him up on his social media and go and stream his song portfolio tomorrow.
Thank you for having me. Thank you so much. Honestly.
No, thank you.
Remember the last.
Thank you so
mad
much.
love, everyone. Mad love. Thank you. I appreciate this.
Enjoy the rest of your night.
Keep doing
Stay
you.
around for our vibes. Make sure you stay around in the comments.
No, of course, 100%. 100%.
Thank you. Butch Cassidy, what you got for us?
Lessons.
Easy, my bro. Respect, man. I've just followed you, man.
Love. I'm gonna follow you back. Sorry. This guy, man. Yeah, I'm gonna follow you back right now. Bro. Thank you very much.
Butch, take us in. Take us in. It's time for. I'm ready to dance now.
Hello.
Comments.
Hi.
Vibes. You have the vibes with us. You're our guest today.
Yes, you have.
I have the vibes.
Yeah. You do.
All right. What does that mean? What does that mean exactly, though?
Hey.
Vibe, innit?
Show yourself. Back off the hat. Back off the
Shake your head.
Stop me to keep it on. Now you can't even take it off. You're a bad man.
Watch, take us away. Take us away.
You're my Jamaican boy, more like my Jam toy. I trust you cause you bring me joy. You occupy my time like my employee. Ooh, and I'm addicted to you. Need you more than a new pair of shoes. Always have me in a mood. Well on me. Yeah, well on me, yeah. Well on me, yeah. Well on me, yeah. Well on me, yeah. Can't do without you for sure. But there's a place where you like explore. You don't find nobody else I adore. You can't stop me, yeah. You like a summer when my arms flip it,
Rise and never fall. What they gonna do when you put them on you? They gonna do it. You think you are living in a small world. What they gonna do when you who do you think you are living in a small world? As wicked as you think you are living in a small world. As bad as you think you are, we're living in a small world. As tough as you think you are, we're living in a double your girl. Alright, that girl will come when I stand and see all those wicked men. And the fire getting burned, that day will come when they will try to escape and there will be nowhere to run. That day will come when I shall see them. I've got a call to yeah. Knowing that this girl will come my way today. Yeah. All my life I hope and pray, but just for night with you, oh girl. You know the deal. You know I'm for real. When you're lonely, you're thinking of. Let it be. And stop worrying about it. Cause we know what's in our hearts. We know worrying apart. Hey, no reason for concern. We gotta jump it on.
We're gonna see a lot of things about us. Said you know that the love is gonna see. But you worry what the people say, and they see me with you. Wonder what the crowd will say, and they find us together. Wonder what the people say. Na 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 yeah. Yeah. Na 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 na. Yes. Don't you give a little love when the rain come falling? Why don't you give a little love when the sun comes shining? Yes. Why don't you give a little love when the rain come falling? Give a little love when the sun comes shining. It puts a dark and look together. Fish out the sea, they swim together. Birds of a flock, they fly together. Listen, words. Even the ants of the heart, they work together. What's wrong with you, brothers and sisters? I wanna know. We're talking about the God, the devil, all things to rule over the earth. Why won't you give a little love when the rain comes falling? Why don't you give a little love when the sun comes shining? Why don't you give a little love when the rain comes falling? Especially just in the whole life, I think about her anywhere that I go. The two of us will make a perfect love. The way I love you, girl, I need to know. Other woman I know, I think about her anywhere that I go. The two of us will make a perfect love. The way I love you, girl, I need to know. Cause I don't wanna be the one to say goodbye. All I know you love me, I can see it in your eyes. I wanna know only you meant so much in my life.
Big tune. Can't say UK don't make reggae music. UK reggae music, make sure you know Estelle. Track entitled Come Over. Banger!
If I was to tell you just how much I need you, would you come tonight? Would you not believe me? Cause I love that easy, then it turns out right. I'm trying to change the rules, you deserve something good in your life. We waited for far too long, so come get your blessings tonight. Baby, won't you come over live, so I can show you love. Promise I got enough to give you all that you need, baby. So many search to find, love is as good as mine. I'm gonna waste your time, so I'll give you my dream.
Reload that one there. Spin that one again. Spin it.
I'll leave down by the river, waiting for the good Lord to pass my way. I'll leave down by the river, singing songs of joy on this lovely day. We singing birds to me. By sunrise, he's always there in the morning, praying and blessing the day. I pray to found this angel long time ago. Never had the fear to believe in my soul. No.
Yeah, you know. Only you can make me feel just like a we're just like legend to see your love keeps pulling me in. If it's a bad life fight for you, I have to win to prove to you my love so deep within. It's even getting deeper. Things I represent, longing for. My baby to love me more. What am I longing for? Babylon release the cure. What am I longing for? My baby to love me more. What am I longing for? Babylon release. Hurry up and come back. Was the last thing she said to her son the day his life was taken. She didn't know he wouldn't come back. He died from the bullet of a gun, and now her little boy is gone. She said, help me, Lord, help me. And she looked up to the sky, and she heard a voice reply. You cry, I cry along with you. When you smile, I smile. I smile along with you. When you cry, I cry along with you. When you smile, I smile. I smile along with you. I'm thinking about you. Girl, I miss you. Baby, ever since that day you went away, yes, I can't live without you. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. You're always on my mind. Girl, you're on my mind.
God's so optimist, non-stop down and twist. Out of his mercy. What's a better girl? Good. Yes. Me all a walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body, girl, tell me where you get it from. Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in me everything when you are waiting. Walk like a champion, talk like a champion. What a piece of body, girl, how will you get it from? Knock on your entrance, ram pa pa pam pam. Can't let me in. Why? Would you be would be more than dead to take your hand and lead it to the promised land? You get this would drive on. All you got to do is be true, so let's respond, satisfy my emotion. After the breath, instantly she was. She no old and tough, and she no get tired of us. She smooth down precious like she never get a cut. That's on the egg. Oh Lord. I walk like a champion. After the somebody can tell me where you get it from. Now find your entrance. Ram pa pa pam. Can't let me in me everything.
That's your mix.
Thank you.
Not too bad.
Thank
Not
you.
too bad. Not bad.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Not bad.
We
Thank you.
Isaac, it's vibes when you come here. It's nothing but vibes. But thank you, Butch, for that. We love our Thursday mix.
Yes.
You're welcome.
That's always our highlight. That's our time to really like let loose.
Looking forward to next week's challenge. You challenged me with reggae this week, so looking forward to next week.
We love it. We love it. Thank you, guys.
You couldn't have had bashment on my week.
Well, make one request. Just
Exactly.
one.
No, I'll be locked in next week. See the bashment thing there still whenever that comes, DJ.
Perfect.
We want pure slackness. We want pure slackness.
Pure slackness.
We want what?
There's a fee for that.
So again,
I said there's a fee for slackness.
there's a fee for slackness. True. You tell them. But thank you again for locking in. Isaac, thank you for being our co-host and joining us today.
Man, I'd love you to like be involved more often, man. You've just
Nice vibe.
and you know what you're talking about, you know? So
yeah, whenever you want me, man, I'm here, man. You know, check out my. Let me quickly do my little quick plug-in. I got a radio show called Top of the Morning. Check it out. Loads of people that are coming and doing their thing, like Fanatics as well, who are producing for everybody now. But yeah, again, kind of spotted them from a mile away. Yeah, man. Anytime you want me on here, I'll be here, man. I'm always ready to do what I got to do.
Yeah.
Wait, can I ask a question? Can I ask one question? It says ISN Network. Were you on Deck 1's Deck 2? About last two episodes?
Deck 1 and Deck 2? Nah. And anything online, I've kind of stayed away from.
No, podcast. It was a podcast. You went on a podcast a couple of weeks ago?
I doubt it. I doubt it.
You look familiar, that's all. Sorry. It's just the name ISN Network, that's all.
Yeah, the name is probably on someone else's podcast that I could have done in the past and they just released. Yeah.
Okay.
If it's not my own, I've just kind of stayed away from online stuff. I kind of want to see everybody make all the mistakes and then then just do what I got to do with all the network.
No, strategy. I hear it. Yeah.
So I'm just kind of seeing how all of this works. And I'm liking what I see so far. So.
And where can everyone find you, Isaac?
You can find me on Instagram at UK_ISN. You can find me on Twitter, UK_ISN. You can find me on YouTube, ISN Network. Gemma has my number, so if you guys want to like network in any shape or form, just holler at her. Email admin@inspiresomeonenow.com. And if you still can't reach me with all those socials, just manifest and somehow I'll turn up. Trust me.
love it.
Perfect. Well, thank you again for joining us.
Thanks for having me, man.
It's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you to all our artists that came on. Beautiful Fifi. Thank you, KALU. And thank you, WORDZ. Don't forget, guys, you can find us on Instagram at total_exposure_UK. You can email us if you're creative. If you're an artist, email us at info@totalexposureuk.com. And find us on Facebook, Total Exposure UK as well.
What's Jem doing? I can't.
I'm just trying to figure out what Jem's doing there, but I'm gonna send you.
She's killing me.
I'm gonna
If you like the vibe, if you love the vibe, those of you that are in the comments, those of you locked in with us, find us back here next week, Thursday, 9 p.m. on Black Ice TV 7. What we got for the rest of the week?
Oh man, this is Mr. Riggs, Terry Riggs, UK tour guide to the rest of the world. Tomorrow we have a guy called Professor Konsu from Manhood Academy who's going to give you a full PowerPoint on the Olympics from 2012 all the way to the coronavirus. Then on Saturday, we're going to have a long distance conversation from someone in Sudan. We're going to be talking about metaphysics. We're going to be talking about the pyramids. We're going to be talking about all different types of things to the calendar. Then, you know what it is, what time it is, girls? It's
International Sister Circle.
National Sister Circle. Whoop, whoop. I remembered.
For the girls, by the girls. You know what, Isaac? Keep your eyes out. No, but yes, we have a beautiful and one and only
Cheryl Phoenix.
And she's got a business called
Oh my gosh, my
Child Agenda. And it's about the kids, about the children, about the schools, about the prison systems, you name it. She's helped you in every different direction.
Yeah.
So, you know, check that up. And what time is it?
3 p.m. So we change our time. So it's 3 p.m. instead of 5. 3 p.m. on Black Eyes TV 7 right here.
And what would it be in American time?
Oh, Lord.
Minus 5.
Oh, that would be 10 o'clock, 10 a.m. in the morning to the American followers. So understand, lock in very early. And then straight over, we have another side, which is Queen of Fua with Black Girls Rock on the Instagram. Yep. And then this week's going to be very special. So keep tuned. Stay black. Believe in black. Love black. Walk in blackness. Enjoy being black. And one thing I'm going to say is I'm going to leave it to the girls to say it.
How do we know what he's going to say?
That's the love you, fans. Love you, fans. Make sure you subscribe and share. And now we are out.